اما برنامه رو ادامه میدیم با سخنران بعدی که کاظم نیکخواه هستند، مسئول روابط بین المللی فریدم ناو. کاظم نیکخواه, the head of Freedom Now International Relations, is the next speaker. کاظم نیکخواه از شما میشنویم.
Hello everybody and happy May Day in advance. Behind the history of May Day, we know is a word of struggles and efforts and devotions of our class, working class. From the beginning of the May Day in 1889 until now, there have been great confrontations in the world between workers and capitalists and their governments. An intensive, painful, non-stop, and all-out class struggle has been waged in all countries by different sections of the working class in defense for a better life and a better living conditions, and against the capitalist aggressions and wars and catastrophes. With this struggle, we have changed the world. Working hours, working conditions, workplace safety, labor laws have changed. Besides that, the political situation of societies has been changed, and many improvements have been made in the lives of workers and people. Unfortunately, we have had to give many sacrifices in this movement, and I greet all victims of the working class for a better society. We workers have come a long way forward. At the same time, there is a long way to go. Capitalism is an irrational, inhuman, and anti-labor order. Workers produce everything in society, but they are the most deprived section of the society. We do not accept this irrationality and injustice. Our struggle will continue until the complete end of this inhuman system. In Iran, where a barbaric, backward, religious, capitalist dictatorship, the Islamic regime, is ruling, there is not one single day that there are not several strikes and protests in progress. Workers do not accept poverty, insecurity, non-payment of the wages, child labor, and wages below the poverty line, and slavery conditions. Workers not only want to improve their own working and living conditions, but also to change society as a whole. In fact, the most workers have come to the conclusion that they can't liberate themselves without liberating the whole society. The struggle now is in this level in Iran, that is to get rid of the barbaric Islamic regime and the whole irrational system of capitalism and exploitation, to create a free, equal, and human society. Workers, teachers, retirees, in their daily struggles with the ruling section, constantly insist that they don't accept the class distance and class privileges of a useless minority. They don't accept dictatorship, repression, and imprisonment. They don't accept the discrimination and repression against the women. And they want to overthrow this whole anti-human system. On behalf of Freedom Now, the campaign to free jail workers in Iran, we call for a global boycott of the Islamic regime because of its inhuman and criminal records and policies. And we are waging this campaign in the world. Workers, many workers in Iran and some unions and organizations have supported this campaign. And I call on all of you to support this campaign for boycott of Islamic regime, and in the first instance, the expulsion of the Islamic regime from ILO. This regime, like the apartheid regime of South Africa in last century, should not be in any international organizations, and we should try to isolate and boycott it worldwide. Thank you very much, and Happy New Year, Happy May Day again.
ممنون از شما کاظم نیکخواه